Welcome to Cobra Sports Network Weekly Update. We are back this week with
Bo Neal.
And I'm Major LaRue. Cobra's competed well this past week, and we are excited to tell you all about it.
We're going to kick it off with cross-country, Major.
Let's do it.
This week's SP&I construction top performers were Kate Simons and Mason Hunt.
Yeah, Kate placed first in the girls 3A and 4A division, leading our team to a second-place team finish at the Shiner Invitational this week.
Mason Hunt ran a great meet. He placed first in the boys 3A, 4A division, leading our team to first place with a team championship at the Shiner Invitational.
Cross country competed at Shiner on Saturday. The JV girls got second at the Shiner meet. Abigail Phillips placed second with the time of 14 minutes and 39 seconds. Ureta Zatucci placed ninth with a time of 16 minutes and 47 seconds.
The JV boys placed third. Nico Espina placed fifth with a time of 13:09. Braden Warren placed 7th with a time of 13:22, and Cannon Taylor placed 11th with a time of 14:45, Major.
Yeah, the varsity girls placed second in the meet as well. Kate Simons got first place with the time of 13 minutes and 2 seconds. Elise Bullock got sixth with the time of 14 minutes and 13 seconds. Addison Hunt got seventh with the time of 14 minutes and 14 seconds. Carly Burrow placed eighth with the time of 14 minutes, 16 seconds. Kylie Benavides placed ninth with the time of 14 minutes and 22 seconds. Kaylee Carl placed 10th with a time of 14 minutes, 42 seconds. Shelby Pletcher placed 12th with a time of 15 minutes and 12 seconds. And so it sounds like it was a great weekend for the varsity girls.
Oh, for sure. The varsity boys didn't finish much behind them. They finished first at the meet. Mason Hunt placed first at this meet with a time of 20 minutes and 5 seconds. Tanner White's placed second with a time of 20 minutes and 31 seconds. Tucker Carl placed fifth with a time of 20 minutes and 46 seconds. Levi Finley placed sixth with a time of 21 minutes and 5 seconds. Cristobal Gonzalez placed seventh with a time of 21 minutes and 13 seconds. Brody Miori placed eighth with a time of 21 minutes and 42 seconds. And Connor Keene placed ninth with a time of 22 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yeah, so it sounds like it was a great weekend for cross country. But with that, let's kick it on to volleyball now.
Yes, sir. This week's SP&I construction top performer was senior middle blocker number 4, Desiree Evans. To earn this award, Desiree had 13 kills with only 1 error on 19 total attempts this week. This had her at a .632 hitting percentage. You know, .35 is considered really good for middle, so she's killing it right now, Major.
Yeah, not only that, she also had 5 digs and 4 blocks. Desiree had found a way to score in key moments for them, and we have come to depend on her a lot out of the middle, and she's doing a great job this year.
Yes, sir. Both games last week were at home. Tuesday's game was against Rockport Fulton, and Friday's game was against Victoria East. JVB won both of their games against Rockport and Victoria East 2-1. JVA smoked Rockport and East 2-0 in both matches.
Yeah, versus Rockport, varsity won the set 3-0. Carly Stonish led with 8 kills. Pacey had 4 aces. Pacey and Kate totaled 24 assists. Carly and Autumn totaled 24 digs, and Madison Quebeca had 3 blocks. Versus Victoria East, varsity won 3-0 as well. The first set was tight, with the Cobras only winning 26-24, but they came out and proved a point with the second set, winning 25-12. The Cobras finished out the set 25-19 to send the Titans home. The Cobras total was 41 kills, 10 aces, 57 digs, and 6 blocks. So a great weekend for volleyball.
Yes, sir. That concludes our awesome week in Cobra volleyball. We will talk on Cobra football from the past week.
To start off football segment this week, let's talk about this week's SP&I Construction's top performer. For offense, we had Cooper Martin. Cooper had 37 carries for 189 yards with 2 total touchdowns. This helped Cobra's offense keep up with the Bulldogs throughout the whole game.
And don't forget about Zach Villarreal on the defense. Zach had 5 solo tackles, 5 assists, and a blocked extra point to keep the Bulldogs under control defensively.
Yeah, varsity played Yoakum last week, and the freshmen played Calhoun. Freshmen won 27-6, and JV also won 14-6. The varsity Cobras played in another close game with a tough opponent. The Cobras started slowly falling behind 13-0 before gaining momentum on offense and cutting the lead to 6 at halftime. In the second half, the Cobras kept up the momentum, scoring with Yoakum, but ending up just a little bit short, 45-42. It was a tough loss, but the Cobras can grow from this.
That's all we have for the last week's sporting events. Now here's where you can catch the Cobras this week. Cross country will be in Moulton on Saturday major to compete. They're going to run great. We all know they will. Volleyball was at Cal Allen on Tuesday with JVB and JVA at 5 p.m., followed by varsity at 6 p.m.
Yeah, they then kick off district with the play on Edna Friday. Varsity will play first at 4:30 p.m. with JVB and JVA to follow at about 6 p.m. Head over to cheer them on before heading to the football game.
Football had freshmen playing Rockport Fulton at home on Thursday. JV plays Goliad at home on Thursday. Varsity is taking on Goliad in Goliad Friday night at 7:30, and we hope to see you there.
Looks like another great week for the Cobra sporting events. And remember, if you cannot make it out, Cobra Sports Network will bring as many of those events to you live as they can. We'll be right back with Coach Jackson to talk all about things about football.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. The first person we're interviewing this week is Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson is the offensive line coach and run game coordinator for our Cobra football team. Welcome to the show, Coach Jackson.
Thanks for having me, Bo.
The Cobras have had 2 really tough preseason games so far. How do you think the team is progressing through non-district play?
That's a tough one. I mean, we scored a lot of points on offense. Had some tough luck. We were a questionable call away from beating Edna, but we still made quite a few mistakes, offense and defensively. And last week we put ourselves in a position to win, and then kind of made a mistake at the end and cost ourselves a little bit, and couldn't get a stop at the end. But I mean, the team's doing well. The mood is good. The attitude's still good. But we got to find ways to finish games, clean up some of the mistakes, and find a way to finish.
Yes, sir. Goliad is, they're usually a pretty good team. How's the offense preparing for the game on Friday, and is there anything different from what we did for Yoakum?
As far as scheme-wise, not really. I mean, like I said, we're scoring a lot of points. We're happy with that. We feel like we're running the ball good. One of the things we want to work on our passing game, intermediate and short passing game, try to get more consistent in that. But as far as what we're doing, just get better with what we do. We run the ball real well right now. I mean, get better at that. And, one thing we saw last week is with injuries, we need to, work more people in. So, working on that. And we changed the way we practice this week with bringing some of the JV guys up so you guys won't, hurt each other quite as much. And that's going to help our JV get better and be more consistent in what they do also.
Yes, sir. We know you're more on the offensive side of the ball. But what do you think are some keys for the defense this week?
I don't think there's really, keys to the defense. I think a lot of it is, consider that you have a whole new D-line, so you're losing starters and backups there. Those guys got to get used to playing. You're replacing 2 outside linebackers, 2, one of our inside backers. So you got a lot of new defense. You got new coaches on that side coaching different positions, and then kids get tired, kids get injured. That's kind of what happened at the beginning of the game last week. We had some injuries early on, and some people had to step in and play bigger roles that they normally don't and play more minutes that they normally don't. So, all those things added up. There's going to be mistakes, and it's just going to take time, and it's a growing process. But, that's what we have preseason for. It doesn't really matter until we get to district. So I think it's just, getting those guys broke in and get them going. Coach Fellers will get them there.
Yes, sir. Since you're the offensive line coach, we tend to like to ask the position coaches what they think of their group of guys. What do you believe is the offensive line strength this year?
The biggest strength is, I think, the size and the strength. When you look at the size, we're definitely bigger up front than we've been in a long time. And this might sound a little unconventional here, but I think a big strength that we have is our lack of experience. I think to an extent they're hungrier and they're more knowledgeable. I mean, last year we replaced, Boop and Coben and Mason and Willie and Dion and Kyle. I mean, we lost 6 seniors. The only one coming back is Cole. And so, I mean, we lost a lot of experience. And I think it's made me have to become a better coach and, go back to the basics and the little things with these guys that played a lot of JV last year. And really replacing 4 starters and, having Cole Powell anchor you guys in the middle right there as center, and you can't get any better than that guy. So, I mean, it's, I know I got my anchor there, but, Kahlo and Fred and Brian and, you and Logan, even, DJ coming along. I mean, it's a work in progress. But even Josh last week, stepping in and playing some tackle when we needed him to. So I really like the fact that, the lack of experience is making you guys practice a little bit better. And it seems like you're definitely trying to learn a lot more. or maybe I didn't do such a good job of that last year, but you guys are doing a good job right now just trying to learn, and I think that's one of your biggest strengths moving forward. And like I said, it also helps that we're pretty big up front. We can move people.
Yes, sir. We're in a new district this year, moving down to 3A Division II, but where it is, the teams are just as tough, if not tougher. What are your thoughts on how we'll stack up when we get to district play?
It's going to be tough. I think Rice is 2-0, hadn't had a point scored on them yet. Van Vleck's had a guy run for like 500 yards already. Bowling barely lost to Ganado last week, who's really good. We're pretty solid. East Bernard's always solid. And I'm sure I'm leaving some people out, but it's definitely a tough district. How we stack up depends on how we keep progressing. We're going to have to get better each week, and it sounds like Coach speak, but the being consistent with what we do and getting better at what we do, and hopefully we can avoid the big injury that'll happen from here and there. But that's why we got to have backups ready to go, and because everybody's one play away from being in. But I think with all that considered, I think we'll be just fine.
Great. Thank you, Coach Jackson, for coming on the Cobra Sports Network today. We loved having you, and we wish you the best of luck this week versus Rockport and Goliad. We will be right back with Pacey Rowe and Autumn Callis to talk about volleyball.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm Race Little, and I'm back with senior setter Pacey Rowe and senior libero Autumn Callis. Welcome to the Cobra Sports Network, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
So, ladies, can you tell us a little bit about how the season's going so far this year?
Yes, so far, I believe our season has been going super successfully. We're all ready to work, and each day we come in practice ready to improve.
So far through each tournament, we've been progressing through each one and just getting better, and I'm excited to see for district.
I'm excited too. What have been some key things that y'all have really been focusing on and practicing on in practice?
So in practice, we've been focusing on minimizing our own errors and making sure to have communication throughout the whole match and to stay positive.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how do you think your preseason schedule has been preparing you for the teams you're about to face?
Well, fortunately for us, our preseason schedule was super difficult. Coach Dunn had us playing some tough teams, and we really had to step up to their level, play up, and we were really able to see the team that we could be in this year.
That's good. Yeah. Y'all start district play with Edna this Friday. What do you think are some key components to come out with a win?
So in order for us to come out with a win this Friday against Edna, I think, like I previously stated, that we just have to minimize a lot of our errors and just stay positive throughout our match to make sure that we don't play down and just keep going up throughout the whole time.
I agree.
In the past, the top spots in District 25 have been pretty tough. Columbus made it to state last year, and Yoakum lost in the regional quarterfinals to the regional finalist. How do you think your team stacks up with the rest of district this year?
So fortunately for us, we only lost one player last year, and we have basically our whole team back. Over the summer, we really worked on improving and developing as a team. We grew as a team, and we're also a year older. So I believe we're really going to be fighting for a district title. Columbus has been super successful in the past. However, they've lost a couple of their key players. Additionally, Yoakum lost a key player as well. And Hallettsville is looking to be better this year. However, I believe that with the play that we've had, we can really put up a fight against all of our district teams, really.
And I think we're most excited to play Edna, the Lavaca showdown, and just really show what we have and to hopefully come out with a district title, like Autumn said.
Yeah, that's very good. Well, thank you both for coming on the show with us today. Good luck to you this week as you start district play. I hope y'all have lots of success for your senior year.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with the Snake Pit Game of the Week. Thank you.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. This week's Snake Pit Games is trivia. We have a team one with Easton, Addison Hunt, and Desiree Evans. And we have team two with Carly Stonish, Bo Neal, and Ryan Riddle. There will be 5 questions asked. The team that runs up to the board and writes the correct answer is the team that will get first place, obviously. The team with the most point wins. So let's get started. Question 1. What does it mean when a football ref puts their hand above the head in the shape of a triangle?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he got it. He wrote it quicker. He wrote it quicker. Team 1 gets the point.
You can't read that.
What is a back row specialist that can go for anyone in volleyball? Desiree got it. You spelled it right. You spelled it wrong. All right. How far do the boys run in a cross-country meet? Well, that's not right. Is that right? Oh,
It's a 5K.
okay. 3 miles. All right. How many substitutions are allowed in each game for each team in volleyball? It was 12.
Oh, good job.
What is it called when players rush at the quarterback and try to pressure him? How do you not know?
When players rush.
What is it called when players rush at the quarterback and try to pressure him? Oh my God, no. There you go.
Good job.
How do you not know that? All right. Well, that was your final for the Cobra Snake Pit Games. Team 1 had 5 points, and Team 2 just got demolished with no points. But that's going to be all we have for this week's edition of Cobra Sports Network Weekly Update.
The best network anywhere.
As always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.
Go Cobras.